I assume you are coming to this video because you want to learn algebra. And you've probably, just been introduced to some of the concepts in algebra, but I want to begin by kind of, giving my understanding of what algebra is, basic history of it, and what I believe algebra really is. Okay? Now, I think algebra as its own language, a very elegant and beautiful language. Okay? The word algebra actually comes from the Arabic word algebra, okay, which means restoration. Restoration. Okay? This very elegant and beautiful language of algebra is my idea of another beautiful language of Arabic. Okay? Now, what algebra really is, by the Wikipedia definition, is it's one of a broad part of mathematics, with number theory, geometry, and analysis. Uh, this is a very beautiful language. Now, interestingly enough, a man, this guy right here, the picture that's a little bit smaller, um, his name is I can't even pronounce his name, but it's Al-Khwarizmi. Okay, don't actually quote me on that, but he was originally born in Persia, circa 830 AD, and he wrote a book called The Compendious Book of Calculation on Calculation by Completion and Balancing, I believe. Yeah, that's what it was. It's an interesting book that basically summed up, you know, the idea and the concept of balancing two sides of an equation, which is where we currently get, 5x, equals 5. Where if you do something to one side, you do it to the other side. Okay, x equals 1. This concept was just something that this Persian individual came up with. And another person, another very interesting person, you'll hear him a lot in calculus, physics, and a lot of other important subjects. This guy is Descartes. He is known as the father of modern philosophy, and he's a French philosopher. And he was the guy who basically invented analytic geometry, and he introduced, modern algebraic notation today. Okay, and the next video, I'm going to show you a little bit more on the basic concepts of algebra, such as balancing one side of an equation, and why we don't use the x as a time symbol, which you saw in your elementary style mathematics, where you did 5 times 5 equals 25. And as you see, that can get really confusing with that x there also being used right over here. 5x equals 5. Well, why aren't we using this x anymore? That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. Thank you.